Now, here's a question some people are asking. What does this bankruptcy now mean for the survivors of clergy sex abuse who are still searching for justice? As our I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie Speck shows us tonight, settlements will still be paid, but the answers that so many of these people are looking for will likely remain locked away in church archives.
Bishop Edward Scharfenberger first apologized for and then doubled down on his support of abusive priests, saying they are still part of what he calls the church family.
I really consider every single person, including our priests who may have abused people, as part of our family that I'm responsible to take care of in some way.
I'm sorry, did you just say that the abusive priests are part of the family, as you call it?
That's correct.
So why would a survivor want to be a part of a family where the father figure of the family invites child molesters to be part of the family?
All right, well, first of all, Charlie, I assume you're referring to what happened last Monday.
Abuse survivors were outraged Monday upon learning Scharfenberger celebrated Mass with multiple priests the diocese admits have been credibly accused of sexual abuse.
It's something that we do together. We celebrate Mass. You know, I think the idea that the Mass is a reward for virtuous behavior, you know, this is a church of sinners. As far as that man on the cross, there's not a person that I know that he didn't die for.
Declaring bankruptcy is another reason abuse survivors are now clashing with Scharfenberger. They say the filing will give them money, but not answers.
We don't get to have our clients sit in a room with a bishop or a priest and have them questioned. And that's going to be tough on a lot of our clients. They wanted that transparency.
Bishop Edward Scharfenberger in January said he would provide abuse survivors with the secret files of the priests who abused them.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. If a survivor it puts that question out and is interested, should come forward, and we'll do whatever we can to let that person know what they need to know and want to know.
But the I-Team has heard from multiple survivors who say staff at the Catholic Center have made that process difficult, even infuriating.
I called January 14th and January 15th asking what the process was. Just got voicemail and never a return response. So to me, as a survivor, that was extremely insulting not to get any kind of word back.
One survivor says employees cited labor laws and federal laws and said there was no process in place, while another was told she would have to meet with someone from the diocese and questioned about why seeing the files would help her. Why can't the diocese just take these files that apply to these priests who abuse these people and put that file on a flash drive and send to the victim? Why are they making them come here into the diocese and making it so much harder for them emotionally?
Well, because not everybody, because we want to make sure that the people that have a right to those files and need to see that get it, and that they're not abused by others who may have other interests in using them. Because some of those files contain confidential information that we're legally unable to release.
Boyd says bankruptcy will put the focus where the church wants it, on money, not on the abuse.
And turn it into a financial transaction. And it's not a very, church-like way to apologize to people that you've hurt.
Now, keep in mind, these files could still come out at the end of bankruptcy. They could come out in one of two ways. Either the plaintiff's attorneys could force them as a condition of a settlement, or, of course, they could come out in the criminal courts where the state and the federal authorities would get search warrants and go in and get them.
So the former bishop is gone. The new interim bishop is here, moving forward, but still, there are a lot of people who are not happy.
To this day, people today, were saying to me, it's a different bishop, but we're hearing the same message. So we'll see if anything changes.
All right, thanks for the update, Charlie.